It automatically plays all the songs. Welcome everybody to Grandparents' Day Rally in Upper Santa Park, Washington, D.C. with Mark Young of Exiled Parents. How are you doing, Mark?
Hey, I'm okay. We've got a wonderful day out here. It's perfect.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, I hope it's something like this next week.
Absolutely. You could see the weather report on your event, and mostly sunny. That's exactly what you want to see.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
You're going to be sharing a speech with us, correct?
Yeah, I can. Got a bunch of stuff here to read. I'll just start off with my intro. Same thing I did on Parents' Day.
Okay.
Just to show where I'm coming from. Let me get this straight. I do not enjoy being here and doing this. Even though it's a nice day, I mean, there's things I'd rather be doing. It's embarrassing as an American to have to spend so much time helping to expose our corrupt government. Is that volume okay, Ted?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay. We are decades and more likely centuries behind where we should be and would be if our Congress had not exiled the U.S. Constitution in so many ways. This city is occupied by so many federal agencies that should not even exist, that are eating out our substance as they were in 1776 when Jefferson wrote those words in the Declaration of Independence. The Congress is occupied by traitors who violate their oath in thinking they can pass legislation on anything if a majority votes for it. They are out of control. It's not just families today who've been exiled. We've exiled the framers of our Constitution. Read Judge Andrew Napolitano's book, The Constitution in Exile, and follow constitutional lawyer KrisAnne Hall at krisannehall.com, or search for her videos on YouTube. That's KrisAnnehall.com. KrisAnne Hall. Yeah, what I'd rather be doing, I'd rather be at home composing and playing instrumental guitar music, or playing 60s and 70s rock music, happy music, instead of writing and playing depressing protest songs exposing family court tyranny. I'd prefer spending my weekend traveling, camping, hiking, playing tennis, bicycling. Instead of following groups on Facebook about family law tyranny, I'd like to be studying science and subjects to further human progress, astronomy, space exploration, biology, chemistry, botany, computer science, and many other subjects. I love learning and studying history. But for the past several decades, almost 3 decades now, I've had to be obsessed with family court tyranny. It's dominated my life, the best years of my life. For 28 years since my kids were stolen, I've struggled just to survive. I could have spent an inheritance from my dad on a house of my own, instead of equipment and travel expenses fighting for justice and reform of our court system. I have no retirement account. I spent that too. I need justice. Money damages for 12 years of legal battles in secret kangaroo courts. 9 months of unlawful incarceration. A train-wrecked career. Being forced into bankruptcy and poverty. A suspended driver's license. And most of all, the mental anguish of being exiled from my children. But how do you get justice from our corrupt court system? My story is just one of millions. I speak for them also, and everybody out there listening. I'm here for you. Hundreds have called me to tell me their stories over the years. They're all basically the same story. It's like hearing my own case history, and I have to stop them. I can't take it. I can't handle it. If somebody has to do this, and I happen to live near our rogue Congress, 200 yards right over there is the, I forget the name, the Russell Senate building, I think. In fact, I mean, I can look in the window and see somebody's office in there. But anyway, I live in Arlington, 5 miles away, so I figure instead of going my state capital, this is where I need to come. And that's why I'm here and why I'm doing this more often. I need justice, you know? I'm 63. I got no retirement. My future's bleak right now. If that sounds selfish, no. I mean, like I could have had a retirement account if I had a normal life like most Americans, not affected by the family courts. I could have saved up money. I could have had an IRA or whatever. Planning for the future. But no, I've been stuck in the past for 28 years. Somebody has to do this. And our rogue Congress passes legislation in areas for which it has no delegated authority to act. It rewards states for violating parents' rights and perpetuates parasitic family law industries. Judges, attorneys, psychologists, social workers, and child protective agencies who thrive on unconstitutional federal funding for stealing children from fit parents. With modern technology, the law should be easy to understand. It should be easy to access and apply, and for the public to monitor with live streaming technology. But judges and attorneys fear cameras in court, like rats and roaches fear the light of day. Judges and attorneys acting as officers of the court intentionally block modernization of the courts by prohibiting recording devices in courtrooms. This is outrageously absurd. It is unconscionable and unacceptable for our supposedly open society. As JFK said, secrecy in an open society is repugnant. Yet, our courts all across the country, you can't even take your own recording device into your hearing. It's your hearing. It's absolute insanity, Kafkaesque insanity. It is the job of the legal profession to keep law complicated and secret for their own job security. Attorneys become judges who continue to create and perpetuate more and more litigation by intentionally violating parents' rights. This causes parents in an insane desperation to spend their fortunes on attempts to get their kids back. It is kidnapping for ransom, extortion, and racketeering, all in the name of the falsehood called the best interest of the child. In seeking justice in their own cases, parents pour gasoline on the fire as they pour their wealth into the hands of attorneys to get back their kids.